Tuesdays with Master Coach A. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our weekly live conversation here inside Coach A coaching community, where we talk about opportunities for coaches, entrepreneurs, thought leaders like me. Our conversation is also for individuals who are scouting for opportunities and looking for ways to increase personal income and or business revenue. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Today is the 3rd of August in the year of 2021. A big shout out to fellow entrepreneurs, fellow thought leaders, to all the game changers, to all the coaches joining me today live on a Tuesday afternoon. Welcome to another episode of Tuesdays with Master Coach A. And today we're going to be talking about behind the scene of micro movement. So let me know in the chat box if you have heard about the word micro movement. Let me know in the chat box what is your thoughts, what is your mental picture, and what do you think is the benefits or understanding the value of micro movements. Now, this conversation is a sequel to my episode inside Coaching Think Talk at Life Coach Philippines last Friday, where I talk about build to tribe with a tribe. So it means that I am calling upon fellow coaching entrepreneurs or fellow entrepreneurs to see the value of tribe building if you want to thrive in this noisy, crowded, and highly accelerated way of doing business in the world of online business, online shopping, and virtual opportunities that is all over the place. We are now in a season where there is so much hype, okay, in doing business online. There is an acceleration in the way we digitize the things that we do. And whether we like it or not, we have seen countless of people creating connections online. And maybe for many of you, it's just a simple connection. But if you take a closer look, or maybe if you want to pull back and take a look at what's behind the curtain, what's behind the scene, you will start to see and realize that these micro units of our society is creating micro movements and changing the way we do business. So if you are in for something new, maybe something that you've never heard before, or maybe you've heard of this before, but you have not really taken like a close attention, hop in, dive in, invite someone, share our link, share and circulate what we're doing here. Don't keep it as a secret. Let them know that there is a conversation happening here inside Coach A coaching community. So we're going to be talking about micro movements, okay? And I'm going to be shedding some lights, and along the conversation, I'm going to be sharing a couple of notes from Seth Godin, okay, from his book Tribe, where he talks about discovering what we could possibly ignite a movement, a micro movement, and how this could possibly and probably make your business thrive. So I'm going to dive into that in a little while. But if you are joining me for the first time, this is the first time that you're meeting me. I am Master Coach A. I am the founder. I am the chief community builder of Coach A coaching community. And if you don't know me and you haven't heard of me, or maybe we've been brushing through the online streaming, okay, I am the founder of this community. This is the first coaching-based community on mental fitness for people like us. Now, why it is a first of its kind? Because you would realize that while we're advancing mental fitness in this community, you barely get to see so much of the focus of what you're going through in terms of being depressed, in terms of having anxiety, having bipolar, and all of these things. Because the way the group, the way our community is positioned is that we are nurturing holistic health. And what does it mean? We're looking into your physical energy, your mental energy, your spiritual energy, and also your emotional energy. And so if you go around the space, if you are first timer here or you've been here, but you have not really taken a look at the whole architecture of Coach A coaching community, you would see that this is uniquely created, uniquely founded, and uniquely designed so that you start developing mental fitness, getting into the habit, okay, getting into the routine of taking care of your mental health while you are advancing into life. This community is built with a mission to advance globally, worldwide, so we can all stay alive, change the game, and live beautifully. I am saying no to suicide, no to self-harm, but I truly understand how it is to be mentally challenged, how it is to be depressed, how it is to have all this anxiety and panic attacks because of the works that we do, either in the corporate world, in our business, or maybe in the day-to-day tasks that we are taking care of. Or maybe you are an entrepreneur, or you are a thought leader, or you are someone who wants to get started with your passion business, or maybe you have started and things aren't working. Now this community wants to advance taking care of what you should be taking care of for the longest time, but you have taken for granted. And so I'd like to invite you, really take time to look into the guides, look into the materials, look at the resources, the speakers, the fellow tribe builders, fellow game changers who are sharing their thoughts, the works that they do inside the community, and definitely you will start feeling, you will start seeing, and you will start experiencing the nurturing that we are providing in this space. I am also the CEO and the founder of Decaf Coffee Republic, the first coaching hub in the Philippines. We have a physical space located inside Pioneer Center along Pioneer Road, corner Brixton and United Streets, Pasig City. That's in Capitolio. And now we're operating from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. But I've seen the news, okay, that we will have to stop the operations at 8 o'clock because of the curfew by August 6th, if I got it right. Now, what I wanted you to understand is whether we're open physically until at this moment in time, maybe 8 o'clock, 10 p.m., the thing here is we are truly operating 24 by 7. And if you need coaching service, if you need coaching conversation, if you need support specifically within the areas of your mental health, okay, do not hesitate. Get in touch with us, 0917-586-1661. At this moment in time as well, I'd like to give a big shout out to all our fellow community builders here who are really extending the heart, serving the community. And to all the members, to all the community members who are showing up, getting help, asking for help, connecting, engaging, thank you so much for trusting us. We value your trust. So if you are one person, okay, and you have not gotten some help, but you need help, if you are one person and you know during this time you need some support, and if you're not ready to converse publicly, you're not ready to converse in the community, you can send me a private message. You can find me at Det Porto. That's my personal profile here in Facebook. I am also the creator of Life Coach Philippines, the first educational digital nook for coaching enthusiasts. So whether you are a life coach right now, you have been certified or credentialed from other institute, or you are an enthusiast looking for what life coaching can do for you, how life coaching can be of service, how you can integrate this to what you do right now, then life coaching is for you. And you're thinking, can I be qualified? Am I qualified to be in this arena of life coaches? Now, Life Coach Philippines is there for you. So hop in, check on our page, Life Coach Philippines, to see what our community, what our tribe, and what my fellow game changers is doing in that space. And finally, I am the ideator of Be Learning Society, the 10th maker of Be Learning Homes for Mental Fitness. And right now, we've started the movement, we've started our actions, we've started laboring for our homes, and we've started the building of these in the endeavor for mental fitness. And right now we are on our fourth month. And every single month, I'm showing up on the third Saturday to build the home, starting with mental model. So I am inside Be Learning Society with fellow mental models collectors. So Be Learning Society is the first coaching guild for mental model collectors. So if you are one of those mental model collectors, especially if you are a bronze badge holder, let them know in the chat box that you are there. So let me just like invite all of you to be part of what we're doing. Thank you so much for being part of our community. Thank you so much for believing that being part of the community can truly help you in your walk, personally, spiritually, in your mental state, in your mental wellness. But truly, thank you so much for trusting, because being part of a community, being part of an organization, being part of a movement, being part of a tribe is a matter of trusting and saying yes to the works that's being done inside the community. Now, this is a sequel. This talk that I'm doing on, as I said earlier, this talk that I'm going to be diving into about micro movements, okay, is typically you would hear people talk about tribe. So oftentimes right now it's becoming a buzzword. I've heard churches, I've heard other organizations call themselves tribe building. Now, let me just like smoothen, okay, the wrinkles for you. Tribe is not Facebook group, okay? You can grow in numbers, okay? But you are not building the tribe yet, because there are components of what tribe is. Now, if you want to know more about that conversations that I had, please watch the replay of my episode in Coaching Ting Tong for Entrepreneurs last Friday, and you will know more about it. Now, my conversations with you this afternoon is going to be circled around the micro movements. Why micro movements? Because you might probably have this idea, okay, that when you are building a movement, when you're starting something, it got to do with numbers. How many of you in the in the space right now have this idea that if you want to build a tribe, you want to start a movement, you need numbers? Like, let me know in the chat box, how many members do you have in mind? Like, how many people do you think you need to have in your space, buying your thoughts, like saying yes to you? How many of the people you think, you believe should be saying yes to your idea so you can start creating a movement? Okay, so what I'm doing right now is to unpack this to you and say, truth of the matter, okay, if you're not comfortable to say I have a movement, you can get started by thinking of creating and starting your micro movement. Okay, now let me pull back the curtain and allow me to unveil the curtain and allow me to pull back and say, why is it important for you to see the value of creating, establishing, and starting your own micro movement or your movement? Or what's the value of truly having this type of organizations or type of relationship building towards the growth, progress, and development of your business? Okay, let me just I tell you that nowadays we are truly connected, okay, electronically, virtually, in a space where we seem to be feeling lost, okay, and we're thinking, is there anyone else, okay, in the space who speaks my language? Okay, now I want you to picture yourself that feeling that you're having right now, you are not alone. And there are other peoples in out of the 8 billion people, almost 8 billion people in the world today, who would probably be feeling like you. Now, think about movement, the word movement, as creating an opportunity for you to be able to speak, to be able to create your speech freely. Like, think about a movement as a combination of individuals that saying yes to a cause, saying yes to something. Like, this is like a combination of people connected, okay, connected and wanting to create a change. Now, it's very important that you understand that the platform, Facebook group, okay, and any other platform that you could probably use to get people connected or interconnected does not make a tribe or does not even create a movement. A movement is this: when you are looking at one area of your life, you're looking at one area of your work, you're looking at one area of your business, or you're looking at one area of your passion, and there's this thing that ignites you, okay, that ignites you. That thing could definitely, probably, okay, if you do the work, would also ignite other people. Are you connecting with me? All right. So what sparks you, what ignites you, could also ignite other people. Now imagine, okay, if you put this, okay, like 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, like people like you who is just like waiting for that spark, okay, waiting to be ignited. Now when you start connecting, okay, when you start the connection and you start focusing, what is this thing that truly connects us? What is this thing that we wanted to do? What is this thing that we are so interested? You will start seeing the truth of the matter. You are one group of people who wants to make a difference and who wants to make change happen. Oftentimes we want change, okay, but we are waiting for it to happen. Now if you are a thought leader, you are an entrepreneur, okay, you are a person on a passion project, you know for sure that you don't need to wait for change to happen, because you can make change to happen in your space. And that's the essence of a movement. You get connected with people, you get connected with individuals who share core values, who share that this interest for a particular thing, and you are fueled. There's a spark and you are fueled to look into things and see what can we do so that the things that we want to see start happening in our midst and becoming a reality. All right. So they're gonna be like, I'm gonna go back to the book of Seth. Okay, I'm gonna unpack couple of things that he talks about creating, okay, this micro movement. So you start getting traction and you start seeing some results. All right, are you ready? Okay, let me know in the chat box if you are ready. Type in there ready. Now, if you are also new to my space, new to our space, and you want to bless other people for the insights, as I want to honor you with your time and you honor me also with my time, be mindful, be on the lookout, like strength, like beacon to hear, okay, the hashtag pack my bag moment. These are the insight, your ROI, your return of insights, the nuggets of wisdom, the things that you can get from this conversation. So be like on the lookout, be like beacon, hear me very well. And if there are some thoughts, there are some part of our conversations that truly connecting with you, and you know will also help other people in your space, in your network, I truly encourage you to share it in your timeline with hashtag pack my bag moment, hashtag Tuesdays with Master Coach A, or just let us know that you are connecting. Let us know that there are really some content that is helping you. With that, you will also let me know what else can I give, what else can I share, and what else can I help you so that you get the result that you want for being part of this community. All right, so there are 5 things, okay? There are 5 elements that Seth spoke about in his book Tribe, okay? So number one, he talks about manifesto. So there are fellow tribe builders right now in the house, okay? All of you, if you are a tribe builders, you probably want to share in the link, okay? Share in the comment the link to your group, okay? Now, when or you probably want to share your page, okay, the link to your page, and these people, and so our audience will start seeing your manifesto. Now, what is a manifesto? Now, There are a lot of ways to create a manifesto. Okay, and if you want to know how, just get in touch with any of our MBA of Master Builder Apprentice. So let people, if you are here, MBAs, hashtag right in there on the chat box, hashtag MBA. So if you are watching this even on a replay, or you're right here and you want to know, you want to understand, how can I create my manifesto? Because the first element that said is for you to publish your manifesto. So define manifesto as a kind of like a motto, a declaration of how you see things, okay, the way you look at the world. And manifesto normally, okay, is the beginning of the unified works and forces within your movement. This is what unites you as a member of the movement, member of the tribe, and eventually you start seeing that the manifesto gives you the structure moving forward. Now, if you are one person and you're thinking, how do I create a manifesto that is not copycat? That is not coming from a cookie cutter. Of course, you can get how to create manifesto in the internet. You can copy and paste. It can be a cookie cutter, but let me warn you, if your manifesto is a cookie cutter, a product of a cookie cutter, definitely your voice will not be heard, because manifesto is a declaration. Okay, manifesto is allowing your audience, the people in your space, to be part of your movement. And for them to be part of your movement, it has to be your voice. It has to be authentically you. Okay, and this voice, as it spread far and wide, this is what gonna attract people to be part of your movement. Now, if you want to learn how to do manifesto, okay, so that it is your voice, authentically yours, okay, check the chat box and look for people who have typed in their hashtag MBA. So these are MBAs. We've got 13 MBAs right now on OGT. It means that they're done with their schooling, they're done with their training, they're done, okay, with the science of tribe building. They know how to build a tribe. They can help you build your unstoppable dreams, okay? They can help you build your tribe, your own tribe. So get in touch with anyone right now that you can see on the chat box that's writing hashtag MBA, and they'll help you how to create your own manifesto. Elements number 2, okay, said that you need, okay, hear me out on this, okay, you have to make it easy. Okay, you have to make it easy for your followers to connect with you. So you might probably have seen this, that our tribe, okay, our community, okay, is showing up every single day. And you can find us in Life Coach Philippines, inside the tribe here in Coach A coaching community. You can find us also in Decaf Coffee Republic. You can find us all over the place, and we keep inviting you to connect with us, because a movement, so if you're starting your movement, no matter like how micro it is, like for example, there are like 5 or 10 people of you in there, you have to make sure that it's easy for people to connect with you. I understand many of you will say, oh, what about my privacy? What about this? What about this? I do not want to meddle with that with that drama of yours, with your mindset on that privacy. But what I'm saying is, when you are building a tribe, when you're building a micro movement, because you're starting, you have to make sure that people can connect with you. My personal thought, the mere fact that you are in Facebook, the mere fact that you're in your social media, then you have already allowed people to see you. Even if you say that I am on private, like only my friends can, you're still publicly available. You have made people see you. And if you are using the social media, you probably must start using it for the right reason why social media is created. Of course, I'm not saying that you publish yourself all over the 8 billion people in the world. But what I'm saying is that you have to be able to make people connect with you easily. So they visit your page? Can they email you? Can they SMS? Can they watch you and and reply? Okay, in a conversations like what I'm doing today. So because that's part. Can they join you in a group? Can they be part of your FB group, like what we're having here? Third element is make it easy. Okay, make it so. This is the second time I'm mentioning. Okay, and the word easy. Okay, make it easy for your followers to connect with one another. So movement, micro movement, tribe building. Okay, so just let me just unpack this. Okay, I'm using the term micro movement. Okay, Seth introduced this micro movement because we have this mindset that tribe is huge in numbers, or when you say movement, there's a lot of people in there advancing the same cause. Now you can start with micro movement. You can start with 5 people, 10 people, and you know exactly that you want to work for a common cause, for a common result, and you're ready to take action. Remember, talking about it, discussing about it is not movement. That's planning. Movement, tribe building is about action. You don't leave it here, do nothing. You don't speak, do nothing. That's not work. Action and work means whatever you're thinking, whatever you're communicating, you are actually doing it. It's the same thing when you say we advance mental fitness or we advance mental health, we are advocate of mental health. That's an action word. So what is it that you do? It's not enough that you talk about depression, anxiety, bullying. It's not enough that you talk about the things that hinders mental fitness, or talk about things that challenges our mental state. When you say you're an advocate, you're saying you are advancing mental fitness, mental wellness, or mental health. You have to look into what exactly are you doing actively, proactively to advance the cause. And therefore, that would turn you to be a movement. So until then, all right, you are still on the planning stage. All right. So make it easy. Number 3 is you have to make it easy for members to be connected with one another. That's the very reason, okay, that we have our GC. Okay, what is GC? Group chat. Because if you are part of a movement, if you are part of a tribe, you are part of a group that is advancing a common cause, you don't do it isolated, you don't do it alone, because it's a movement. So therefore, not only are you giving instruction from you and to the members, but you also allow the members of your tribe, of your movement, to be interconnected and communicating. That's the essence of the connections and making it easy, because you want them to grow as the movement grows. Number 4, which is very important, realize, okay, that money is not the point of the movement. Let me repeat that. Money is not the point of the movement. In my space, oftentimes you would hear me say, my tribe is not for sale, because you don't create a tribe so that you can engage in affiliate marketing and offer. Okay? You don't create a tribe so that in a little while you are offering your products and services. You don't. However, there would come a moment in time where definitely there will be cash flow, there will be fundings going around, because that's your group, that's your movement, but your tribe is not there for you to cash out. Okay, oftentimes you throw the towel. If you have started a tribe and you are throwing the towel because it's not making money, it's not making you productive, or it's not making you, okay, financially confident, you probably have lost or missed the point that to begin with, tribe building, movement creation is not about money. Money flows, money comes, but that's not the essence. Okay, I remember when I got certified as a life coach over almost 4 years ago. Okay, our CEO from San Diego, the man said, if you are, there's so much money in this profession. We are the second fastest growing industry in the world today. And this is a very lucrative profession for you. And if you are looking for opportunity to thrive, okay, in a way that you are no longer a slave to the corporate world, he said, this is a profession that you can hone, you can nurture. But if you are here for a money, and if you are here just to cash in, trust me, he said, in the next 6 months, you're going to bail out. Okay? Or you could probably stay, and when you start feeling that you are not producing and you're not getting the amount of money that you need, then you will turn back and go back to where you've started. And this is where many fellow coaches, okay, is struggling. Because we think, okay, many think that because you have expertise, you have this, that, okay, and you say, and people, hey, people, I'm now a life coach. I got this certificate. Hire me. Believe me, I've been here for 4 years. That's not how the profession works. And if you want to know how it works, connect with us. I'll tell you. Or better yet, if you have a lot of time, then just go through all the conversations that I'm doing about life coaching. I've been teaching for 4 years now. I've been going through live conversations. I'm doing FB lives for 4 years now. Go and check Coach A YouTube channel or Coach AI Connect. And there's going to be a lot of conversations where I'm teaching that truth of the matter. It is what we offer that offer. Okay, it is what we offer that people be attracted to us. It is like what transformation. And you say, I empower people, I help people. But the thing is, until people can see that change, okay, like crispy, okay, that they can like internalize it, it's gonna be difficult for our audience, for our client to make a decision. I did a 21 days, okay, a series of episodes of FB Lives, and you can check that in Coach A page. I did a 21 days to 49, to 21 days before my 49th birthday. I did a 21 days every single day. I went live to share about how to build this coaching business. Okay, so this ain't gonna happen overnight, but it is possible. We are the second fastest growing industry in the world. Coaching is the second fastest growing industry in the world. And with the pandemic, more and more coaches is getting traction and really thriving in this profession. And the thing there is, many people will go for the fake it till you make it, or get rich quick mentality, or the SOS, you go for that. You have forgotten that all of these things is a product of a long years of preparation. So if you want to take an inventory of what you've achieved in the past, what you have, inventory of your assets, okay, inventory of the things that you're so good at doing, and you want to pack it together so you can offer a coaching service, get in touch with us. We'll help you make it happen. All right? So, or get in touch with any of the hashtag MBA people in there in the chat box. They'll help you how to make it happen. Now, number 5, okay, said that you need to be able to track progress. Okay, do it publicly, he said, and create pathways for your followers so that they know how to progress. And so that's the very reason why when we go out, I talk, when I share, I would say, this is it, how it is, how I'm done it, because it's supposed to be that way, that what you do ain't secret, that what you do is many people will share, people will follow, people will do it on their own. So it's not a trade secret. Now the thing here is, if you are part of a tribe, you are part of the movement, you don't snatch it, you don't steal it and implement it away from the tribe or away from the movement, then that you will not use it the way it is intended. You hear me out on this? So tribe builders, all right, like go around the world, you will start seeing people who created a movement, who created a tribe. They publish everything. They make it so available for you easy, because that's part of the conversation behind the scene. It has to be very easy for you to see. But the whole concept is, if you want to thrive in a movement setup, you have to keep yourself glued and be part of this while you're creating. Like I am part of, like, I think around 10 tribes or 10, all right, elite groups globally. I keep there, okay? I've been there for years, okay? But as I build my tribe. So they see my tribe, they see the things that I do, and I still contribute back to where I started. All right? So that's honor. That's giving honor to whom honor is due. But the way Seth is have written it is important that we are also connected to a group or groups, okay? That would strengthen whatever we're doing downwards. Okay, so I'm gonna share with you 6 principles. Okay, if you can get a copy of the Tribe book, that's from Seth Godin, you will probably read a couple of things that I've shared with you and more. Of course, some of the things that I'm sharing is actually my own, not just interpretation, but a result of my practice building a tribe. I'm now on my 4th year, and pandemic hits. Pandemic is now on year 2, but on the second year, first year of pandemic, on the second year, I'm blessed that my business, my coaching business, have soared like higher, and I'm doing very well today. That's the reason why I'm sharing all these things with you. Now, Seth, okay, 6 principles. I'm gonna run through this. Okay, number 1, he said transparency really is your only option. Transparency. So, and this is like super difficult for a lot of people because of you cannot be vulnerable. But the fastest way to fail, okay, is to keep things on your own. Okay, every failed, okay, every failed, he said, this is it, not me, okay? He said, every failed tele-evangelist has learned this the hard way. The people who follow you aren't stupid. You might go down and scandal, like you can have difficulties and all of these things. People can smell, okay? People can smell when it stinks. So whatever you say, you could have all the publicity, people will smell that. So transparency is your only option if you truly want to grow. Bashers will grow as your followers grow. The bigger, the stronger your tribe, your movements, or your micro movement, it grows, the bigger the numbers of people who will oppose and would try to kill and steal what you have started. But movement needs to be bigger than you. That's number 2 principle. A movement needs to be bigger than you. It means you cannot create a movement just by the thought of what you can do, because definitely you must, principle, you must create of a movement or set a movement that's bigger than you. Okay? So I declare, I believe, and I know I will create, I will be able to establish a state-of-the-art facility for mentally challenged individuals. All right? That you don't have to be bootstrapped, that you don't have to be do, and all of these things. But truly, you will be treated like a human being, that you will be treated with your own strength. You will be treated that in a way that people respect your ways, your decision on how you will achieve mental fitness. There's a lot of things that I am thinking about the Be Learning homes, and that's big. Just as I believe and declare that there's going to be a decap in every city, in every region, in every nation, that's bigger than I am. And I would always say that could probably not happen in my lifetime, but I know that generations after me will make it happen. So if you're watching this on a replay, you're watching this 10 years, a decade, 2 decades from now, know for sure that I strongly believe it shall come to pass. Number 3 principle, movement that grow, they thrive. So there is no status quo. It's either you grow or you deteriorate. So you don't say, I'm done. I've studied this. I've learned this. I'm done. We're good. Let's not overwhelm ourselves. Every single day is an opportunity to make the world better and greater. You are creating a movement to move. You are creating a movement to progress. You are creating a movement for today and the future, not for today and the past. And if you are created for progress, definitely. You're created for growth, definitely. You will thrive. Principle number 4. Okay, Seth said, movements are made most clear when compared to status quo or movements that work to push in the same direction. What does it mean? It means that oftentimes, all right, we don't want to be compared. We don't want to see ourselves with other people. I don't want competitions. The thing here is you have to like see that you're not alone. There are, like in my case, as I see more and more people now establishing their coaching business, more and more institutions right now saying we do certification program. That's a beautiful result of what I've started 4 years ago. Because if you've started something and nobody follows, nobody is interested in that, then it's a dead economy. But when you start something and a lot of people, okay, copy, do the same, that's a beautiful thing. What is not beautiful is when they copy and they want to kill you. But it's okay. There are 8 billion people. If 10 people, 20 people wants to kill you for what you have, but you've got a million people who wants to support and keep you alive, that's beautiful. So it's okay. The thing here is as more and more people do what you do, copy, like emulate, that's beautiful. Okay? Principle number 5. This one I will have to read. Okay, I will have to read. Okay, so this is verbatim. I'm gonna read just as Seth Godin said, because this is like 100% I'm in agreement. Okay, this is what he said. Number 5. If you get the book, this is principle number 5 for micro movements. Exclude outsiders. Exclusion is an extremely powerful force for loyalty and attention. Who isn't part of your movement matters almost as much as who is. It means you are creating the movement, you are creating your tribe, you are creating it for the people who is loyal and having attention on you and not on multiple leaders. That's written, and I strongly subscribe to it. I read it exactly verbatim. Exclusion is extremely powerful force for loyalty and attention. Who isn't part of your movement matters almost as much as who is. Therefore, I strongly believe that you don't move from one to another. Stick to a movement, stick to a group, stick to your tribe, nurture it, grow. 8 billion people. So don't say, why are you excluding us? That's not the point. The point here, you go back to the value, you go back to the principle why tribe is there. And on the sixth principle, he said, tearing others down. This is beautiful. Tearing others down is never helpful to a movement as you build your followers. Tearing others down is not helpful, never helpful as you build your movement. Those are from Seth Godin. He've written this many years back. He talks about it. Not a lot of people learn. Well, I have my own sets of principles when I was starting tribe building. But one of those inputs that, I strongly connect when I start reading this book. I read the book very recently when I'm studying tribe building for years, and I kind of agree with what Seth have written. You have to see that when you want to build something and you want to use something for a purpose, you have to adhere to its principles. Not because you are being restricted, but because everything that you do in principle will allow you to structure, will allow you to plan, and will allow you to see the results that you truly want. So let me pack this together. If you are one person who's starting a business, starting an endeavor, starting something from scratch, you feel that you don't have a market, or you're still thinking, Does my idea work? Will my idea works? Will my business work? Will I thrive? Will I survive? Start doing micro movement. Start building a micro movement. Get 5 to 10 people who subscribe to your ideas, who believes in what you believe, and who's ready to take action, who's ready to labor, who's ready to toil so you can all advance. It might take time for you to have money. It may take time for you to monetize, but it will come. Now, what is the shortcut? Many people would have the hack. Many people would want maybe an accelerated phase, accelerated manner. Then we invite you. I personally invite you. Be part of us. Okay, be part of us. How? You can be a certified co-actively co-create life coach like us. Go through a 21 days training program. Go through our live coaching bootcamp, our live business bootcamp. Be part of what we're doing. Be part of Be Learning Society. Be a mental model collectors. Understand how your brain works. And if this all else fails and you don't want to study at this moment in time because you're not ready, I invite you to join me in what I'm doing in business coaching. I invite you to see my 1 year program for mental fitness. I invite you to see what we're doing in Decaf Coffee Republic. I invite you to give yourself permission to grow in whatever manner and whatever other forms, whatever it is, whether you want to speak, you want to write, you want to coach, you want to teach, whatever it is that you want. Start saying yes to yourself. So you start building the kind of life that you are designed to live joyfully. You are meant for growth. You are meant for success. Opportunities abound. Just be willing to take action. This is Master Coach A. Thank you so much for joining me for another live episode of Tuesdays with Master Coach A. Thank you so much for being part of our community. Invite other people to be part of what we're doing. Don't keep me as a secret. And if you want to hop in and know more about me, let's have a conversation. Send me a private message. Definitely, you'll hear from me. Good day, everyone. Love, bam, boom. Love, bam, boom. Love, bam, boom. I'll see you again next Tuesday. Bye-bye.